What's good, you guys? Your boy Bill Mahari here, representing Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. I'm officially going live on both YouTube and on my Facebook page too, as well. I want to give a major shout out to all the supporters and all my subscribers on my YouTube page as well. Today, I'm officially 30 years old, and I have to say, this is probably my first live stream that I've done, you know, since maybe probably a year at best. You know what I mean? Um, Let me know if you guys can hear me on both YouTube and Facebook as well. I just want to make sure that you guys will be able to hear me as I, engage with you guys. But I really wanted to give all the love and support to everybody that's coming into the building here today. I see my homie Brandon Nicholson. Let me tell you something. Brandon Nicholson, you've been one of the major supporters of the channel, and you've been with me from day one. Man, I cannot ever thank you enough. Oh, I'm glad you guys can hear me. Good, good. 225 girl was good, man. How you doing? SA Gucci 25 was good, man. Thank you, Brandon Nicholson. I appreciate it, man. All right. Volume's good. All right. But yeah, today I'm officially 30 years old today. And as you can see, I also pinned the Cash App link right here if you want to, donate $1, whatever, if you want to. No pressure at all. But I really appreciate all the love and support that you guys been giving me, man. And there's my homie, Mr. Shelton, in the building, man. That dude is hilarious, man. I tell you that. Much love to the man, bro. And Pink Meadows in the building. Thank you so much, Pink Meadows. Much love. I appreciate it. Man, we got already 9 people in the building here tonight. I'll tell you. I gotta say, I've not done a live stream, think within a year. And I think that, I should probably do more of these live streams, though. I mean, it's just that I'm not haven't been able to put in the time and the effort in doing that. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry. Escute 23. My bad, bro. See, this is what happens when you're not been on YouTube live streams in a long time. You mispronounce names. But my bad, bro. My bad. What's up, Samurai Beast Sport? What's good, bro? Yeah, I heard about that, the stuff about Kyrie Irving, man. It's really a very unfortunate situation. 80s baby, what's good, man? How you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. DJ 23, what's good, man? How you doing, bro? Much appreciated, man. Much love, much love. Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. See, I got to start pronouncing names correctly, though. So I'll make sure to do that next time. But yeah, man, I'm actually, happy to be here at this stage of my life right now and, celebrating my life at 30 years old. And I'll be honest with you, man, it's been a long, tenturous journey of 30 years of life, man. And I'll tell you what, though, man. And yes, hit the like button, bro. Yes, absolutely. SQJ23. Absolutely. Hit the like button. Yeah, man. It's been a huge, journey from the ground up. And I will say, man, that, all the things that has been going on, throughout the course of my life. Hold on 1 second. The one thing that's for certain though, the big things for certain is that I always been a guy that, continues to get up when things get tough. I never give up on myself. I never give up on anything that I want to put my mind into it. And I will say this, man, if you have been following me here on Facebook or if you've been following me on 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 YouTube or on Instagram, you know, there's been a lot of work that my family's been putting in to try to, get ourselves situated now. And now life is getting a little bit better now. And so, yes, DJ 23, absolutely. I am playing Special Olympics currently right now. I'll explain the photo about this in just a few moments. But, you know, my family has been pretty much investing in getting a house to try to, get ourselves situated and try to, improve the well-being of our lives. And so in doing so, we were able to make that dream into a reality. And now with all the stuff with all the, the troubles that's been going on, on our country, we've been able to try to, we've been able to, make things work. We've been able to, navigate things through and we got the job done. And now we're just, settling into our new house and building and pretty much, getting things situated at this point right now. And to answer your question, DJ23, absolutely. This is actually a picture of me playing in Madison Square Garden for a unified basketball game during All-Star weekend in Madison Square Garden. I was actually probably one of the, probably, was it like 5 or 8 athletes from North America that got selected to play in this very special game during All-Star weekend. Let me tell you something. This is one of the most that was one of the most unforgettable moments in my life. You know what I'm saying? Um, what I remember from that experience was that, surrounding myself in the mecca of basketball of Madison Square Garden and playing in that building and playing where all the great legends have played over the years. You know what I mean? This is a moment that I will never ever forget. You know what I mean? And I always tell myself that, enjoy these moments while they're in front of you, because you'll never experience something like this ever again. And I'll tell you what, man, I enjoyed that experience more than anything else. And I almost had a triple double too myself. I had 10 points, 6 uh 6 rebounds and about 5 assists. If I would have played a little bit longer, I would have achieved a triple double. But it was an unbelievable experience. And I scored 2 NBA 3-pointers. I was actually 2 of 4 from 3-point range, 50% pretty much. And meeting, all the old school guys like Detlef Schrempf, you see him trying to block my shot, my layup, I should say. And then playing with Del Curry too, as you see from behind me over here. It was an unbelievable experience that I will always treasure. So I look back at my 20s. That's actually the greatest moment that I will always treasure for the rest of my life. And I will forever be in debt to the Special Olympics for changing my perspective of life and for allowing me to mature as a man. Because I'll tell you this right now, many people that are in my position don't have those kind of outlets to try to, play their favorite sport, being able to express themselves, and more importantly, to being able to be their own individualistic person. And I think that's one of the big problems that we see around here, especially around the influence of social media and things of that sort. What's up, Walking Down Ram? How you doing, bro? The jokester, the man that loves to roast everybody. I always want to keep sparring with you, man. But you know what I mean? I'll never back down from a challenge. But more importantly, bro, I always got major love for you, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, Del Curry. That's right, XQJ23. Absolutely, bro. And I sat next to Steph Curry on my bench, too. This is when Steph Curry was entering himself in his prime peak as an NBA basketball player. And so, yeah, man, it was an unbelievable experience, to be involved in that entire perspective, man. And when you get to talk to Steph Curry for at least about the good 10 to 20 minutes, he is one of the most nicest people you'll ever want to meet. And the players that I met in that entire, weekend here in New York City was unbelievable. Meeting Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul. What else did I meet? I met DeMarcus Cousins too when he was an All-Star as well. And let me tell you something about DeMarcus Cousins too. DeMarcus Cousins is not as bad as people may think he is. The only thing that people, get on him for is his emotional outbreaks when things I know are going their way. But the man, plays basketball in a very intense passion that many in today's NBA lack. And so I have always held in high regard for DeMarcus Cousins. But, the thing that I always treasure was watching the 3-point contest, watching Steph Curry just lit it up in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, watching Zach LaVine just tore everything up in the slam dunk contest, and more importantly, watching the NBA All-Star game from courtside and just watching these guys just jump over the roof. You know what I'm saying? It is unbelievable, bro. Yep, absolutely, Hitman. Thank you, bro. Did I take pictures with the All-Stars? I believe I got some photos, but I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've digged those up. If I find them, I'll definitely put it on the community post. Absolutely. What's up, Quay, the big sister? How you doing? Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Brandon Nicholson said, I think it's mind-blowing that Boogie is not on a team currently. Yeah, man. It's unfortunate that he's not on a team right now. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but that's just the business of basketball. What's up, Gideon? How you doing, bro? Much love, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, that was an unbelievable experience. But when I look back at that entire experience as an SO player, being as an Eritrean basketball player in and of itself, winning gold medals is one thing. You know what I mean? Being on ESPN is cool, but earning an ESPY award was just an unbelievable thing that I still treasure into this day. I'm only one of the few Minnesota SO players to have an ESPY award in the state. I mean, to this day, I believe in my heart of hearts that, you know, that was the highlight of my life. And anytime that I look back at those experiences, I look back on it and the fact that I was just very blessed to be in these positions where I was able to show people, you know, from the United States and from around the world for that matter, what I can do. And the only thing that I ask a lot of the time is, man, is just belief, man. Give me a chance to show what I can do. And I'm not afraid to fail. I've had my shares of failures, absolutely, throughout my entire life. You know what I mean? From the basketball court, from school, from at home, you name it. I've had so many failures. But I think the biggest thing that separates me from other people is that I'm willing to get up, keep myself accountable, but more importantly, you know, learn from my mistakes and continue to grow. And even just because I'm turning 30 years old does not mean I'm not going to continue to grow and continue to mature as a man. We listen, sure, you might be able to, stop growing at a certain age or whatever, but height wise. But the more important thing than anything else is being able to move forward and be able to advance your mind, advance your spirit, and everything else in between is what's more important to me than anything else. You know what I mean? I don't value how much money I have. I don't value all my looks. I don't value about the clothes I wear, everything else. Who I am is who I am. And I think that the thing that really treasures me more than anything else is that I'm not afraid to, go for it. Even if I fail the first time, the fact that I will continue to get up and try again. You know what I mean? Too many black people in this society today would try one new thing and then they would just quit. And you just look at yourself and like, why are you quitting yourself for? You know what I mean? You gotta understand, man. Life is about forward progression, as my big sis Queequeg always illustrates that more than anything else. You know what I mean? Because if you don't continue to progress forward with your life, you know what I mean? You're gonna be stuck in that same spot. Thank you, Gideon. I appreciate it, man. Absolutely. Hey, Justin March, how you doing, man? It's been a minute since I heard from you, bro. Man, good to see you, bro. But yeah, but back to what I was saying. The thing that I always, look at in my life here is that, you know, the thing that I always treasure anything else is just moving forward and just continue to be the best person of myself each day. You know what I mean? And the thing that I always will remind myself and remind people is that you could be the smartest person, you could be the fastest, you could be the strongest, but if you don't advance your mind and if you don't show humility, then who you are as a person. The only thing that I would try to ask people for is just simple as this: continue to move forward, continue to grow. And to me, that's what I treasure as I celebrate the next decade of my life as a 30-year-old. You know what I mean? Whatever I got to do to continue to push forward in my life, that's what I'm going to continue to do. And I don't mind, saying what I feel. You know what I mean? I don't mind saying what's on my mind because we have too many people in our society that are too afraid, to say what they feel. No, don't be afraid to say what you feel. You know what I mean? Just watch how you say it, but don't be afraid to express your thoughts and express your feelings because we're the one thing that I'm just, concerned about this generation is that we are so caught up in this realm of social media, the realm of the internet, and we lose who we are as a person and we lose the perspective of what we have to do as people, but more importantly, the big thing that I always stress people is don't be afraid to be yourself. And most times I've seen even the most beautiful people in the world don't know who they are as people. and they just fall in line to what society tells them to. And that's the biggest problem that I see in our society today, especially in our Black community too, as well. You know what I'm saying? I just look at it as like, listen, be happy with yourself. Don't let anyone take your happiness away from you. That's the one thing that I would preach more than anything else. Don't be afraid to be yourself and explore the world, try new things. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to take chances with yourself, because the one thing that you'll regret throughout the rest of your life is not taking a chance on yourself. And I've had to learn that even in my 20s too. There have been times where I was in college where I should have taken opportunities or taken chances to advance myself, and I did. But you know what? I learned from it, and you keep growing and you keep moving. You can't just feel sorry for yourself and pout about it and not continue to move forward with your life. You're going to be stuck in a box where you're not going to move forward. You're going to be miserable and you're going to live a sad life. And I don't want to live that way. And I'm sure a lot of you don't either. So, but that's just how I feel about things. So let me go ahead and check out the chat real quick. What's up, Dwayne Jones? How you doing, brother? Much respect, man. Appreciate it. She also quickly says, whatever you do, just don't stop growing. Absolutely, sis. XA Gucci 23 says, preach. Hey, Lala D, how you doing? Much love, sis. Hey, listen, Lala D, you really need to show your face, man. I've known you for pretty much what, 2 years, 3 years? You've never shown your face. When are you going to start showing your face? Come on, Lala D, don't be shy now. We know you're a lady. We know what you are at this point. Why don't you just have the courage to show your face? Nah, I'm just playing, man. Just good to see you though, Lala D. I'm just playing with you. I'm just messing with you. Lala D also says, and if people you around you insist on being unhappy, you gotta leave them alone. Oh yeah. See, that's the other thing that I'm starting to do now. I'm kind of slowly moving. I'm starting to move pieces around, and more importantly, distancing myself from people that are just want to live, you know, that unhappy life. You know what I mean? If you are you around? If you're around with a person that's always going to make you miserable all the time, why in the hell do you want to be associated with that? That's what I want to know. Because the thing that I always get puzzled by with people is, if a person that you know for what, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years is always going to be unhappy, why are you around this person? You know what I mean? Why are you around this person if he or she makes you unhappy all the time? Cut him loose. Let him go. You know what I mean? DJ 23, appreciate it, bro. Thanks. But yeah, this is what I always here's the thing too. And I want to take this another level too. See, not just on my basketball skills alone, I'm taking opportunities to discover my Eritrean heritage and discover, what people around my Eritrean community think. And the thing that I just get intrigued by is it's how many so much unhappy people in our Eritrean community and around the world are. And the worst part is the morale of the Eritrean people is so much lower than I've ever seen before. It just makes me so sad, to see our people that are most prideful, most hardworking people in the world, and because of the unfortunate circumstances in the country, people try to escape and end up losing their lives in the process. And even if they do make it, the memories and the experiences that they went through are still with them. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to tell people. We need to have a huge mental shift. You know what I mean? We all need to be more open about our problems and just not be afraid of the consequences. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to open up and tell people how you feel. There's no problem with that. The only problem is that by boiling all that stuff from within, you're only creating a unhappy person. And basically, you're going to bottle that up within and you're going to take it out on the people you love. And you're going to start slowly distancing yourself away from from your loved ones, to the point where you're not going to feel happy. And unfortunately, people will take their lives for it. I've seen that many times before in my life. And it's an unhappy cycle. Jared Green says facts. 225 Girl says happy birthday, Mahari. Thank you very much. Lala D also said it makes me so sad. You spend so much time trying to help them, and they pretend to be listening to you. 5 minutes later, they're happening again about something stupid. Let them go. You know what, Lala D? You said that right on the line. Absolutely. 100%. No doubt about it. Jared Green also said, it's black people everywhere like that, bro. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've had to learn, even in my air train community, too. There's so much unhappy people, man. It is crazy. You know, reading all the stuff that goes on in northern Ethiopia as well, and the fact that the Eritrean government uses our people and their proxy war. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. And you're basically killing generations of my people. And that's where I just pretty much get angry more than anything else. We have the choice and the opportunity to build a life for ourselves, and it's being taken away from us. And I'm speaking on an Eritrean perspective. You know what I mean? I'm thankful that I was born in the United States and never had to deal with that. But I've had the privilege of talking with various Eritreans, you know, that are around my age range and younger, that have told me just the most horrible stories that you ever think of. Now, I would advise the chat, just research Eritrea human rights violations. There's endless stories everywhere about it. And the thing that it just, you know, bothers me is that, you know, we take those experiences and then we throw it out on everybody else. And it continues to be the same old cycle that continues to build up to the point where nobody can feel happy about it. And that's what I see most of the time. And to me, this is what I'm here for. I'm here to try to change that. You know what I mean? I know I'm just one person, but one person and multiple people continue to build, and it starts a mindset change. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Eon, I don't waste my time on people anymore. I know. I feel you. Quickly also says, miserable folks do their best to make other folks miserable like them. When it doesn't work for them, they're made about that too. Absolutely. What's good, Terry Smoot Jr.? How you doing, man? Much love, much appreciated. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, man, I'm just at the point, bro, where I'm just like, listen, if you are so focused on being unhappy, you know what I mean? Then move away from that and just do your own thing. You know what I mean? There's no reason to hold on to someone that's making you unhappy all the time. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. So the thing that I always just look at myself is that I made my share of mistakes. I've been, you know, a prick to many of the people that I love and made mistakes that I will always forever regret. But do I let that wear me down and let that be the one that is going to continue to, you know, hold me back? Absolutely not. Hell, I've had an abusive father that never gave a shit about me. You know what I mean? He never loved me. He never embraced me. He never saw the person that I could be. And I will tell you this. The thing that I took from him is that I took that need for admiration from him and just fueled it in my way on the basketball court. I took that and pretty much bottled it up inside of me and then expressed it out on the basketball court. Because when I was competing, I was more of fighting that the thoughts that my father had about me and just wanting his approval and his admiration. And it helped out in a sense because I was able to achieve, you know, all the things that I wanted to do. But at the same time, it was creating an unhappy person within myself. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing that I had to, you know, rechannel at this stage in my late 20s and now entering 30 is being able to accept who I am as a person and not just seeking for admiration from people that are not going to give it to me. And At the end of the day, I don't want anything to do with him anymore. I don't want him around me. I don't want him. I don't want his approval. I don't want him calling me. You know what I mean? I just rather be the best person of myself for only for me and to do things on my own terms. That's the only thing that matters more than anything else. And that's how I look at today on my birthday. You know what I mean? 30 years has been unbelievable. But also the more important thing here is that I'm genuine. I'm that type of person that if you ever need help or if you ever need advice, I'm always there for you in with a snap of a finger. I'm there for you. But if you cross the line or do anything to try to spite me or hurt me in any way, I won't deal with you. And I'm like that to a certain extent. You know, the thing that I have a problem with is that my therapist pretty much said that I don't look at things in black. I look at things in black and white, and you got to see things in gray. Unfortunately for me, I've had a hard time understanding that because I always look at people like, listen, either you, either you, either you down with me or you're not. And unfortunately, I've had to rechannel that thinking a little bit more. And because of that, I've had to look at things much more, you know, from a different point of view and look at things analytically to make sure that whatever happens in any situation, nothing is always right and wrong. Nothing is between yes and no. And for a person that deals with, with a mental disability like Asperger's, like me, it's the most difficult thing possible. And because of my Eritrean background where they just reject mental issues, that's double. So it was pretty much a challenge that I'm still working on even today. And hopefully, as I continue to get older, I will continue to get better at it. But it's a long process, and I'm ready and willing and able to achieve that. So let me get out and check out the chat real quick. Emmanuel Menenza, how you doing, bro? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. It's J23 says, my father was the same. Sorry to hear that, man. 225 Girl says, like I told my nephew, when it came to how his relationship is with his dad, now he's a dad himself. If you are blessed to have kids, Mahari, don't be like your dad. Be better than him and be that role model. Oh, absolutely. And I promise you this. I am gonna be a way better person than my father was to me. And I will never, ever, ever do the same mistakes he did to me. Ever. And Hammer Joe, what's good, bro? How you doing? He says, what's life as an Eritrean in the USA? Boy, I'm glad you asked that question because I was going to transition to that. But before I do, let me get a drink real quick and I'll read some of the comments real quick. Brandon Nicholson says, trust me, I know where you're coming from. I'm 38 years old and I'm trying to reprogram my way of thinking. Bro, I feel you, man. Bro, it's like, what the hell? It's so difficult, because you've been programmed to think right and wrong all the time. And then it's like, bro, not everything is right and wrong most times. And you have to look at things very differently. You know what I mean? It's so difficult. It's crazy. So, hey, Big Dog Willie, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? Salute, man. Thank you for coming in. What's up, Woke? How you doing, bro? Salute, man. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, man. But the answer to the question of who was it? Hammer half. Is it Hammer half Joe? I'll just call you Joe. What's it like as an Eritrean American? Boy, I'll tell you. Oh, let me just say it like this. I know that this is going to be, different opinions about it, but this is just my interpretation. Living life as an Eritrean American is both, difficult and enjoyable at the same time. Because here's the thing about, life as an Eritrean American, okay? You get, side comments from actual Eritreans that think that we don't think like them, or they don't have the same experiences as they do. And you try to be sympathetic to their feelings as much as you can, but because of that language barrier and because of that cultural barrier, it can be very difficult at times. I'll tell you a story. When my mom was learning about, my speech problems, she enlisted an Eritrean interpreter to try to, understand and try to, what understand and figure out what I was going through. But the worst part was, you know what I'm saying? The worst part was is that the interpreter that my mom trusted started spreading, you know, gossip about me. And I didn't learn about this until like what, uh, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. And that really enraged me. And unfortunately, a lot of Eritrean families spread around, false gossip around each other. And you wonder why there's so many relationships within the family structure always fall apart because you're trying to fulfill what the expectation is, quote unquote, of what an Eritrean family is supposed to be. But then there are times where I'm like, look, we're trying to be ourselves, and you're trying to, change who we are. And that's where the conflict lines into play. And unfortunately, we have too many people here too that support the Eritrean government as well, despite all of the actual physical evidence of various human rights violations from top to bottom. And also, you don't need the documentaries to show it to you. All you got to do is just talk to a person that went through those experiences, and they'll tell you pretty much the truth. So the thing that I will tell you is that it's both enjoyable and it's also can be very, very difficult, you know. And because of the Tigray war that is pretty much ended just yesterday now, we're this is like the 3-year anniversary of that war too. Now we're gonna be labeled like as, you know, murderers, as criminals, and we never had anything to do with it. And that's gonna be another challenge for us too. So yeah, it's it's a very complex, situation. But I would not trade being Eritrean more than anything else. But I don't mind, putting others accountable for their actions too. So that's just my interpretation. Take it how you want it. But let me go ahead and check out the chat real quick as I will continue on. Yep, salute, bro. Appreciate it. Was good. And D Ray Promotions was good, bro. How you doing, man? Thank you so much. Lala D says it's probably easier as an Eritrean in the DC area. The community is so large. I'm just guessing though. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Lala D, are you Eritrean? Wait a minute. Can you let me know if you're Eritrean or not? I just got to make sure that if you are or not. That's all. Um, yeah, that'd be man. That'd be crazy if I found out you're Eritrean yourself. Shoot. But yeah, man. Listen. I'll tell you this too myself, and I hope. Okay, Lala D, thank you, appreciate it. Okay, you're not okay. Just checking, just checking. Okay, but I'll say it like this too. The thing that I learned as I become more of an advocate for Eritrean people myself is that there's always going to be times where you're going to confront people that have a different point of view or just don't see things your way. The way I do it is simple as this. If you're against humanity, if you're against, justice, if you're against, building a country to a freedom, you know what I mean? Let me tell you something. Oh, I just don't deal with you. I just don't talk to you. And I just don't associate with you. And for those people that try to, spread evil propaganda, all you're doing is just creating more confusion for generations to come because they don't know the politics. They don't know all the stuff that goes on. They don't know all the history. You know what I mean? The thing that really irritates me about this generation more than anything else is that they don't do their research. They don't do, watch documentaries. They don't read books. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Hammer Halfo says, I came from Eritrea, but lived in Germany. It says here it's so similar. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I got a cousin out there in Germany too that tells me the same thing too, and she tells me similar stuff as well. So yeah, I know that too, but I didn't know you're Eritrean too yourself. Cool, man. Welcome aboard. But yeah, the thing that I always tell myself is that you're always going to confront people that just don't see what you see. And you know what? I just pretty much play like this. If you are for improving the lives of Eritreans all over the world, even in our own country too, then we have something in common, even if we disagree. But if you're not, I just don't talk to you. I don't associate with you. I don't even speak to you. I don't even won't even insult you. I'll just pretend you don't even exist. And the thing about me is I always speak for people that can't speak for themselves. And even if I die the next day, a year from now, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it's time to meet the man upstairs, I know that I put the spirit of my Eritrean people on my back, especially on the basketball court, especially when I speak for refugees that can't speak for themselves, that are just tired of being abused all the time, and especially with Tigray people as well, that's been through the worst of circumstances for the last 2 years. You know what I mean? I preach humanity more than anything. And I hope that people will understand that from a place that, if I feel that you rock with me, or if you or we agree on something that we can work together with and try to improve the lives of others, then we can do something about it. But if you're not, then guess what? There's a door for you. You're gonna go take that BS somewhere else. What's going on, Sean? How you doing, bro? Much love, much appreciation, man. Much love, bro. But yeah, man, I'm just at the point where we're like, we have to just improve everything on our Eritrean society, man, from the ground up, man. It's too much to deal with. You have to deal with all the politics that come with it. Do I have a PayPal? No, I have a Cash App here. Let me post it up real quick just to make sure. Um, okay, there you go. So this is my Cash App right here. So if you want to donate $1 to me, there's the Cash App right there for you, just for a brief second here. So I also pinned it to the chat as well, so you'll be able to see it on top of it on YouTube as well. But yeah, man, you know the thing that I always tell myself here is that you know beyond anything else, you know what I mean. You ain't got no Cash App. Okay, okay. Let me figure that out real quick. It's been a while since I checked out my PayPal. Let me check it out real quick. Okay. Give me a second here, guys. I gotta figure out something real quick. Okay, it's still there. It's been a while since I've you know, checked out my Cash App. So yeah. My PayPal. There we go. My PayPal. Okay. Okay. So I just gotta check to be sure that which is my name here real quick. Give me a second here. Okay. So my name is gonna be this one right here. So this is my name on PayPal. Just find me with the New Jersey Nets jersey on it with glasses as well. Um, but let me try this. Let me try this. Hold on. Let me try this. Let me figure this out. Let me try this real quick. Okay. Try this link right here. See if that works. Hey. I'm making sure to send the link now. Hey, Francast, how you doing, bro? Sue, man. Catching up, man. Yeah, man. It's good to see you, bro. It's been a minute since I heard from you, man. Especially during the times when I was with you when you're on that. What was her name? Neon Eyes or whatever. I forgot her name, but yeah, man. It's been a while since I heard from you. Hammerhall says, "Do Americans really have 3 jobs to survive in the U.S.?" Some do, some don't. It just depends on what the person is making and how much they have to make to try to survive. I will tell you this: inflation right now is just spiking through the roof. I mean, pretty much right now, I guarantee you at least 7 out of 10 of Americans right now pretty much have 2 jobs on themselves because you know, prices are going up, you know, inflation's going up, you know what I mean? Property values going up. Everything is going up right now. It's just difficult to survive these days now. It's crazy. So, but I'll just that's just pretty much the simple math of the matter is that, you know, because the fact that we went through a lockdown during the whole pandemic and now prices are going up, the demand is going up, it's just only a matter of time before the economy starts to burst. Now, I'm not a, you know, economic expert or anything like that. This is just my generalization, but, you know, but yeah, man, it's just pretty much it's been crazy. Lala D also says, Hammer holds some do, depending on the situation. My brother does because he didn't go to school beyond high school and he has kids. Man. Yeah, I've been out here messing up too. Oh, have you? Okay. Hey, hey, Francis, how you doing, bro? See, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. He says we only have one job, 8 hours a day, in addition to health insurance. Yeah, a lot of jobs that are kind of similar in the United States too, as well. But the other thing too is that you have to basically pay a premium too, as well, to try to, you know, get the best health insurance out there, and it may not even cover the whole damn thing too. It's crazy out here, you know. But yeah, man. But I'll tell you this too myself, man. To go back on what I was saying too. So make sure. Hey, Lala D, make sure. Could you make sure that the link was correct? So I got to make sure. Hang on a minute. Yep, that's correct. There you go. Yeah, that Lala D. If you got the link, it does work. So the link is that I posted on the chat there too, as well as the one. So there you go. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Yep. Much love, much appreciation. Happy birthday. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. D Ray Promoter says, Lala, you going to the fight? You talk about the Crawford fight? I wish I could see it, man. But you know, after Bud, spit out, all sorts of nonsense, and then Earl Spence, getting himself ethered all over. I don't know. I think that I think you can pretty much say that the fight, any chance of the Spence and Crawford fight is pretty much dead at this point. So yeah. But I will say this too, man. You know, it's pretty much a messy time in our country right now, and you know, the only thing I can say is we just got to watch what we spend, and we got to just make sure we check out our money wisely. What's good, CB Sports TB? How you doing, bro? Much love, much appreciation, man. Thank you for coming in, man. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, man. But yeah, but now at this point, man, we could just pretty much, shoot the stuff. Let me know what you guys want to discuss about. Any sports, music, culture. We could talk about everything. I pretty much, spit out, all everything about myself. I got at least about 17 minutes. So go ahead and, any topic you guys want to discuss about, go ahead. You know, let's shoot the stuff. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Thank you, CB Sports CB. I appreciate it, man. Much love, man. Much appreciation. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to discuss about there too. Let me check out my phone real quick. All right, good. But yeah, man, I'll say this too about the NBA regular season thus far. Lakers are trash. That's all I gotta say about that. The Lakers are just pretty much trash right now. And I'll say this too right now. I did a video, at least a week ago, 2 weeks ago, in regards to people defending Russell Westbrook. And I just sit there just scratching my head. Do I have an email associated at PayPal? I do. Let me take a look. Yes. Yes, I do. Let me post a email for you. There you go. The decline of the R&B. R&B. R&B music. Okay. We can get into that. Well, I'll say it like this though too. Um, the reason why I believe that, R&B at this point right now has been, been on the decline over the last couple of years is is a couple of things. Uh One uh is the recession, and pretty much the pandemic has pretty much put a halt on everything else. Two, the influence of today's hip hop word now, where you have different artists with different type of music, different type of genre. You know what I mean? There's no longer a true, emphasis about true authentic music. Is what I believe. Number three is just the lack of genuine creativity from today's artists. See, the way I look at music is that I could tell which is genuine, true, real music, and which is just brand music, which is made by the record company, mainstream music. And I'm not a big fan of mainstream music these days. I think that mainstream music is just, absolutely trash. You know what I mean? I just think that, you know, music today is just it's just not genuine anymore. It's just not. And I really think that what we have to do here is yeah, I did. Let me post it for you. Okay, there you go. But yeah, I think that the problem with R&B music here is that, we there's not genuine direction and genuine, dir- uh ideas to make the music better. So yeah, it's what I believe in. Execuche 23. You know, I'm of God. Here's what I listen to. I listen to Airtrain music, the old school kind, maybe some new stuff, but even the new Airtrain music I've been hearing over the last few months can get better. Old school hip hop. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me to listen to today's rap. Except for the underground stuff, but also old school, jazz and R&B music. You know what I mean? But I will say that you know, we just need more genuine creativity from a lot of these artists. And I think that it could help improve the quality of the music. You know what I mean? But we also have to remember to the fact that a lot of these, executives just want to make the quick dollars because all consumers will accept anything. And I think that the influence of social media too has kind of, put the decline on, R&B music as well. So that's my interpretation of that. But yeah, good subject though. I really like that. Hey, help the teacher was good, man. This is Focus Ball right here, guys. Yeah, man. Much love, man. Much appreciated, man. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, man, that's what I think. I'll tell you this though too. You know, I I like old school NBA. I like new NBA too. And there are times where, I see things in today's NBA where I just, detest and disagree. But you also have to accept the fact that this is their generation. This is how the game is played today. And you know what? If that's how they want to play it, you're either gonna accept it and just appreciate it for what it is, or you don't watch it. You know what I mean? Listen, you can't just, be stuck in your old ways, because if you don't learn how to change and adapt and, you know, figure out a ways to make things better, you're going to be stuck in your old ways, and you're not going to be able to see the fruits of your labor. And that's what I tend to think when it also comes down to business too. Business always changes, how you try to structure the business, how the money flows, different things of that sort. You got to be able to learn how to change and adapt, and also how to promote yourself and how to promote, your business too. And a lot of these, old timers are stuck in their old ways. And, the things that worked for them back then, generally what's made them successful, is now what's turned them into failures. So that's what I kind of look at things. And Scoochie 23 says, I still listen to 90s rap and R&B. Today's music is trash. I feel you, man. I feel you. I can't stand today's music anymore. It's just absolute trash. Okay, Lala D, I appreciate it. All right. I just got to check the email while I continue to talk. But yeah, I am just, you know, it's just been crazy. Oh, thank you, Lala D. I appreciate it. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. One of these days, Lala D, we got to do a live stream together, and you will have to show your face and show who you are in front of the entire family. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, Lala D, I appreciate it. Much love, sister. I really do genuinely appreciate it. But yeah, man, it's it's been a crazy time in this world, man. I mean, it's just things are changing, things are rapidly changing, and you know, the only thing we can try to do is either try to change and adapt and keep moving, or be stuck in your old ways and slowly die away from yourself. So, that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I will say this though too as well. I will say that you know, when I look at basketball today, it's gotten way better. We've seen much more offense than we've ever seen before. We've seen different types of offense. We've seen much more high scoring too. I mean, at this sacrifice of the defense too. I will not front. I will not, deny that. But if we say that today's basketball is not superior than the yesteryears, then you really are doing yourself a disservice and of what basketball really is. You know, I will say that you know, basketball is always going to evolve and it's always going to change. And the way these players learn basketball today is going to be different than how we learn it too. So you either gonna learn it with them or go against the grain. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Lala D says, "Hey, you guys, I hear Little Baby's music is good. I'm gonna try it out. Also, I heard Young Geezy's new music is fire. I forgot the other person that said they had a great release. I think it's Babyface. I haven't heard those guys before. Um, I haven't heard about those artists before. I may need to give it a shot too myself. Well, yeah, I might do that after this live stream is over with." DJ Ray Promotion says, "What advice would you give to the 15-year-old you?" Woo! You know, I actually did a letter myself on my Facebook page, years ago. And I probably will put this up on my community guideline, on my community post when I get the chance. But to answer your question though, uh D Ray, the thing that I will tell to myself is that, you know, be strong minded and also show show major resilience, because there's going to be kids and there's going to be people that are going to try to knock you off your square and try to make you into something that you're not. You know, be genuine about yourself, and also, you know, don't take no for an answer. And what I mean here is that, you know, the thing about me is that, you know, be take chances on yourself, continue to grow, learn new things, learn how to adapt, learn how to, be the best version of yourself, and don't let anyone tell you you can't do anything. And I think that's what I would try to tell myself more than anything. I would try to say that, you know, I'm, what I would tell my 15-year-old self is that, you know, don't take no for an answer. Keep working, keep grinding, keep being the best version of yourself. And you know what I mean? And enjoy the fruits of your labor as you get older yourself. But don't be in a rush to grow up fast. Just enjoy being a kid and enjoy learning new things as you evolve yourself as a person. Is That's the answer I would give to my 15-year-old self. France Cass says, La D, that Young Geezy and Young Jeezy is the same. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So they're the same person. Oh, okay, okay, okay. But yeah, man, I'll tell you this though too. I used to like Ja Rule myself. I used to own that album Pain is Love back in the early 2000s. That was my favorite album of his back in the day. I used to jam that thing nonstop. It was the shit back then. Woo! But it's unfortunate, man, because 50 Cent, snitched on Ja Rule, man. And ruined his, flavor. You know, People didn't like Ja Rule back in the day. Man, I didn't understand it too. You know what I mean? Ja Rule was amazing, man. Fantastic artist. You know what I mean? People just didn't give a chance. And looking back on it now they're giving him his props. But why he didn't give us props when he was still doing his thing? You know, that didn't make any sense. What's up, Anthony Bolden? Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Much love, man. But yeah, bro, boy, certainly music back then was a little bit better than what it is now. But maybe I just gotta go and seek and research and see how things are. You know what I mean? I would tell him to save money and he'll be damn good financially as an adult. You know what? That's so right. A lot of kids these days don't know money management. They don't know how to, save money. They don't know how to, finance a budget too as well. Those are the simple things. And unfortunately, today's generation is falling behind on more than anything. And the sad part about it is that, you know, they are stuck in these devices all the time, but they don't use those devices to try to, figure out a way to, you know, you know, buy stock in the stock market, or how to invest in a business, or how to try to, buy a car, learn how to repair a car or something. It's crazy. Think about all the technological advantages that we have now, and we don't utilize it. It's just mind-boggling to me. I mean, it just drives, me, and I'm sure a lot of you, absolutely crazy. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Absolutely. Save and invest. Oh, yeah. I wish I had that advice back then. You know what I mean? But you live and you learn. D Fresh 94. Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, that's what I would tell myself too, as well. Save and invest, and don't take no for an answer. Keep pushing and keep believing in yourself. That's what I would tell, myself as a 15-year-old. Just K, what's good, man? Thank you for coming in, bro. Much love, much appreciation, man. Much love, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, we're getting down to the home stretch of this live stream, man. But I will say that, thank you, Focus Ball. I appreciate it, man. Much love, much appreciation, man. Thank you very much. I will say this too, man. You know, as I continue to move forward, I don't know what the future will predict, but I will say this. You know, I'm gonna try to continue to be the best version of myself, continue to grow, and continue to try to, explore the world and try new things. And what comes from it will come from it. And I will not be afraid, to see what I can do with myself. One day, when I have my own family and when I have my own kids, I will certainly teach them all the lessons I learned throughout my life. So that way they can have a better opportunity, to do things for their own lives. And I will definitely support them along the way. But yeah, man, I'm very thankful for all you guys for coming in here tonight, man. It's just been an unbelievable, experience today as I'm 30 years old. And, the journey continues on. And I will say that, you know, whatever happens from here on in, I know I'll have a good support system that's always going to continue to push me and continue, to, inspire me to do great things. And, and the best thing I can do is that, keep pushing, keep, pursuing for greater things, and good things will happen. And that's the best thing, the best way I can tell it for everybody that's listening here tonight, and for all the kids that are listening here on this live stream too as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I really do genuinely appreciate you guys, you know, engaging with me with all these great topics here, man, and just letting me, speak for myself. And, you know, hopefully that if I decide to do this again, you know, that we can continue to have great conversations like this. And even if we disagree too as well, you know, coming in from different perspectives is the most important thing. And, you don't always have to agree, but you always have to respect where people are coming from. And that in of itself is what I treasure more than anything. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give my final words out there, man. I really genuinely do appreciate all the love and respect, man. You guys have been unbelievable too. So with that being said, man, I want to give my closing thoughts. Keep pursuing greatness, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't do anything. You're capable of doing whatever it is what your mind tells you to do. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So, with that being said, thank you for tuning in here, guys. Thank you for allowing me to chop it up with y'all, man. I'll probably hopefully do more live stream like this in the future. But make sure to smash the like button on the way out too as well. And whatever it is you guys are pursuing, don't give up on your dreams. Have a good night, everybody.